lovely YouTube lot. If past Liam and editor Liam has done his job correctly, you'll have just seen a nice little intro. We're a week out, and that's what this video is going to be kind of documenting. I've shaved myself a weird little mustache. Long story short, my skin gets really quite bad whenever I go through a period of particularly high stress and anxiety, and the added stress of the big dig that we had to do for this last stint of prep, it absolutely fucked my skin up to the point where I literally just had to rinse the beard off just to get into the skin and kind of let it reset. Anyway, this isn't a fucking dermatology lesson. Let's move on from that. But that's why I look like a bit of a paedophile, a bit of like a Waluigi wannabe. Also need a trim. Jesus! Your boy is not looking his finest. But we can't look our best 100% of the time, can we, people? That's life. Move on. Anyway, 1 week out from the MBW International, the final show of this debut, or as I like to call it, rookie season, the rookie year. I just like that, you know, it's an American sports term, but I like it. Makes me feel like Lightning McQueen. I'm happy, as you can probably tell from the tone of this little opening statement. Calories have gone back in, and it's just crazy the difference that it makes. If I'd have done a video last week, which I didn't because I just didn't feel up to it, the sentiment would have been very different. It would have been very doom and gloom. Bodybuilding is the worst thing ever. And the truth is, just like anything, it kind of highlights how temporary all of this stuff is, like feelings, emotions. Your current state of being is your current state of being. It will only be that for the time that it is, and then it's gone. And the better you become at kind of coming to terms with that and equipping yourself to deal with that, the better off in life you'll be. Anyway, we've had a number of changes, so we've kind of started the peak very slowly this time around. A 10-day peak with a linear load, very, very gradual approach, because myself and Zach, we just know how quickly my body does actually respond to carbs and I guess expenditure being dropped, and we've seen those changes already. So I mean, we'll roll the tape and show you guys just a little bit of like what the physique is looking like. I'll just play it over this video now. Pretty happy with the look. Definitely starting to see some fullness return to the physique, which is fantastic, because I really like being a taller person within the world of bodybuilding. I'm not tall by any stretch of the imagination. I'm like, well, apparently I'm 5'10" now. I think I've lost some fucking fat on the bottom of my feet, because I used to be 5'11 3/4. That's pathetic, isn't it? But yeah, 5'10", 5'11", whatever I am in the world of bodybuilding, on the taller side. And when I'm running flat, it's just diabolical. Look like a wet noodle. So to see some fullness come back in, glycogen restored, is just phenomenal. Training's been fine, like nothing to report home about. But yeah, happy with the look so far, and body weight is just holding nicely. So the plan is for the rest of the peak just to sort of build upon that to the point where hopefully we can bring our fullest look to date. Because I will say, both looks that I've presented so far, it's super windy. Sorry if like all you're hearing is wind, earth, wind and fire. Do you remember? But the two looks that we presented so far this year, the WMBF Supernaturals and the UK the FBA Open Championships, they were both quite reserved in my opinion. Like, yes, we had to present a competitive level of conditioning, but it was definitely at the expense of fullness. And I've kind of expressed to Zach that although I know that he knows better than me, he's more well versed in what the judges will be looking for and things like that, I would really like to present a fuller version of myself on stage this year, just as almost like a comparison point, and to see how that does against the other looks, and see what it looks like visually versus what we've already presented. So that's basically the plan, is run the rest of this week smoothly, taper calories and carbs and everything else up, and hopefully max out on the day. Oh, my shoulder hurts from holding this camera up. You joined me this morning. I'm just starting off the day's steps. We've had expenditure reduced quite drastically from 14,000 steps a day down to 10,000, which is really nice. It's just super manageable. I've worked out that it's literally like this lap that I'm in the process of doing now. It's 3 of these a day. So 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. Job's a good one. I am going to finish off this lap with a stop off out of office, the coffee shop, and crack on with Saturday morning's Physique Project work. Quite a lot to do today. So we've got programming to do for a number of clients who have had, I guess, changing in phases, or deloads coming in, or just minor changes that need to be made to their plans for the new starters who are maybe stumbling on a couple of things, and we need to make it as seamless as possible for them. This is something that I really preach for the Physique Project, and like my style of coaching is, yes, there's going to have to be sacrifices that you're going to have to make as a client. At the end of the day, if you were happy with where you are, you wouldn't be coming to me for that change. So you can't expect to keep doing the things that you're doing and get different results. That's the definition of insanity, right? So for me, it's about how do we implement strategic change, but not at the ultimate sacrifice of that client's happiness, lifestyle, everything else. I always say it, coaching should fit like a glove. And if the coach-client relationship is there, the communication is correct, there's no reason why that can't happen. Did I say I'd keep this short at the start of this little clip? Whoops. Anyway, that's what we're going to go do. Probably going to be a good few hours, maybe like 2-3 hours or something. Crack on with that. And then I think me and Izzy are going to go for an IKEA trip, pick up a few bits for the flat. And then it's the last full send leg session of prep, of the entire prep, which is fucking mad. We're literally a week away from prep ending. And we'll definitely get into it at some point, like a video on what my unique goals after prep are, what I see the next 3 months of the year looking like, what I see the next 6 months looking like, the next year. And that'll be a mixture of everything in terms of not just revolving around bodybuilding. Yeah, so much good content to come. We've obviously got to do my rookie year wrap up, my thoughts on natural bodybuilding and on competitive bodybuilding, my thoughts on the fitness industry in general. Am I staying natty? Oh, that's always a big one. Good talking point. Lovely bit of a clickbaity video for that one. But all that is to come. Let's focus on the present. I'll catch up with you guys most likely when we're heading to IKEA. Right, work to be done. I need to scream.
I don't know how to use the
Double tap
the Osmo. Yes, I've double tapped it.
Yeah, so now it's centered. Sorry.
Anyway, back to normal.
God, I need
normal showings, normal viewings.
Tell the people what's been going on.
Basically, I had a lovely morning. So I'm going to tell you about my day first. I had a lovely morning. I got up, I thought I'll go to park run and then I'll go to Pilates and meet Dad. So I got up, went to park run. It was cancelled, but I still did a 5k run. and it was great. It was lovely, very autumnal. Then I came home, did a little Lidl shop, and then I went to Pilates with my dad, and it was perfect. It was great. Came home. Then I threw a different scenario in the works. So we were always supposed to be going to IKEA today, right, this afternoon, because I'm out for dinner tonight and Liam needs to go to the gym or whatever he needs to do. So we were like, let's go to IKEA this afternoon. Obviously, we didn't think that IKEA was going to be busy on a Saturday afternoon. Such idiots.
Interjection. Izzy made a slight change to our day's plan, and it threw my entire world upside down.
Yeah, sorry. I came back and I said, oh, why don't we go over to, need to do X, Y, and Z first, and then go to IKEA.
No, regardless of that.
Anyway, I said that to Liam, and he was like, I don't even know what happened. It's like I'd said like I'd killed his family or something.
That's what
like,
prep does to people.
It was insane. I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to like leave you be. And you were like, I need to eat. So we ate, and then we got in the car and we were like, right, let's just go to IKEA. Let's not go over to Ollie, let's just go to IKEA. Sort that out. Absolutely foul mood the whole way there. I had to be really sweet and nice to him, supportive girlfriend.
Yep.
And then we got to IKEA and it was just fucking rammed. And there was no spaces whatsoever.
And they've got too much disabled parking. I'm calling those people out. There's no way there's that many disabled people in IKEA on a Saturday.
Anyway.
If they are, it'd be like fucking Mario Kart in there.
Anyway, we just shouldn't have gone to IKEA today because obviously it's going to be busy on a Saturday afternoon. So we're going to have to go a different time. Anyway, but now we've resurrected the day, haven't we?
All hope was lost. All hope was completely lost because the day's plan has just been thrown off. And for those who know me, they'll know that I've definitely got more than a sprinkle of the tism. So even at the best of times, I like my days to be relatively structured. And in prep, that all gets ramped up to 1,000. So we were like, well, we could go to the range or we could go to Dunelm. And to be honest, that would just be like, not really what we wanted to do.
And then I said, I just need a coffee.
And that sparked me to think of going to the new coffee shop that Izzy found called Milk and Beans, which is a fantastic name for a Milton Keynes based coffee shop. So you tell them what we're going to do.
So we're going to go and park at John Lewis at the city centre. We're going to walk through John Lewis. We're going to walk to Milk and Beans, get a nice coffee. Hopefully it's nice coffee, because if it's not, that'll ruin the day further. But hopefully it's nice coffee, and then on the way back we're going to go to Primark home, and we might have a little look in John Lewis, and then we're going to go home, and that is it. And that is that. And that is that.
That is that, okay?
And that is that. Case closed.
Moral
and then
of the
I'm going to go for a lovely dinner, and you're going to go
to the gym.
A workout.
Yeah.
And that is that, party people.
That is that. We'll catch up with you later. We've just got our, what is it, Milk and Beans? Milk and Beans coffee. It's very cool little mugs.
Little concrete cowboy. Cowboy riding a concrete cow.
Izzy's already tried hers, but this is my first sip.
It's good.
It's very good. Oh, that's good. That salvages some of the day. Storm Amy is going ballistic. So we left the house with the intention of getting what? A rug, coat hanger, shoe rack, loads of other stuff.
Yeah.
And we've come back with additions to our rustic mug collection.
They're not exactly rustic,
They're from H&M Home, but they go with the vibe that we're after, and that is that you feel like you're being served a coffee from a coffee house. We also got some glasses. So it's not completely unsuccessful. Izzy just told me that I don't look well, which is probably an appropriate reflection of how I'm feeling. The day has definitely taken a dramatic turn from my mood this morning. Still haven't trained. I'm about to go and train. And you're off out for dinner with friends, aren't you? Waggers. So, I'll see you guys probably post gym highlights, little debrief, probably with my final meal of the day. We'll do a little debrief, summary of my feelings 1 week out, just to remind ourselves of what we've achieved and working towards for this last show. There we go, bosh, 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 champion, well, second place. First loser, joking. See you on the other side of hopefully a semi-decent leg session. Heyo, I'm back. Okay, so finished up the legs over at Muscle Hut. We've trained there all week this week. And to be honest, it's literally just because of convenience. It's 12 minutes down the road as opposed to Corpus being like a 30-minute drive. I will be still training at Corpus, by the way. Definitely not like sacking it in. I love it over there. Love Luke, love the atmosphere, love everything about the place. I think moving forward, I'm going to spread my time between Muscle Hut and Corpus. So potentially it will be a case of Corpus at the weekends, Muscle Hut in the week. I know that obviously Jason works at Muscle Hut now, and he's told me they're getting a load of prime equipment in. So it just feels like a really good time to become a member there and get training there. And yeah, like, it's good. I've enjoyed it so far. I always enjoy a change of atmosphere anyway. I am definitely someone who I need change, like, probably more regularly than most people. Someone can probably diagnose me as a result of that, but like, you'll notice with my appearance, I'll change that, not drastically, but like, I'll grow my hair out. I'm in the process of doing that right now. And then 18 months later, I'll shave it all off because I'm like, fuck that guy. I'm not that person anymore, so it needs to change. Anyway, quick debrief whilst my potatoes cook up in the air fryer, 450 grams of them. Very excited about that. MBW in a week's time. I am very excited for a number of reasons. Let's give 3 reasons why I'm excited. Number 1, I think it's going to be the best experience that natural bodybuilding has to offer right now. And I say that with a lot of hope. I know that AJ, having met him a couple of times and just like followed him through social media, kind of everything that he's about, he's not the kind of person to do things in halves. When he decides he's going to do something, he puts his all into it. And the message that I get from all the MBW rhetoric is like, this needs to be better than what exists. Which for me is great to hear. Like, I've really enjoyed being a part of the sport as a competitor, not just like a spectator. And I think some family members have like started to understand why I've done this and why I'm kind of obsessed with this world. Everyone who's come to a show has enjoyed that process, and I think this is going to be the greatest example of what that could be. So I'm excited for that. Excited from a selfish standpoint to just be able to compete at an event, and the inaugural MBW International, like, that's quite an honour in a strange way. Like, you don't know, in 10 years time, that could be a huge thing. That could be a thing where the winner is getting like 10 grand or something, and I was at the first one. So excited for that. Excited selfishly to compete again. I won't lie, like, the high that is competing is fucking crazy. I cannot express to you guys how good it feels to be up on stage, and obviously if you then perform well on top of that, the high that you experience, and it's everything. It's like the focal point being on you, being able to show people the hard work that you've put in the background, being able to show that to people in person. The social media buzz, I won't deny it, like the attention that you get, it is like, it's a part of it and it's fun. And just all of those things thrown into one neat package and a wacky circus of a day, the high is so unbelievably high. And the dopamine hit is so, so sweet. And I won't lie, like, you miss it. And I can see why people get addicted to competing, because there's nothing in my life that has compared to it. The only other things I would say that have compared to it have been like when I've been traveling and I've seen something incredible, like a crazy sunset or whatever. I know that's pretty lame, but like, that's the only thing I can compare to it. Like the marathon doesn't compare, not even close. Not even close. And I'm not saying that to shit on running. I'm not saying that to shit on any other things. I've just done both and this doesn't compare. It doesn't compare at all. And finally, the reason that I'm excited to compete next week is it's the end. It's the end. And boys and girls, I am so ready to be done with prep. I really am. Like today and this week has kind of shown me that and tested me. Minor inconveniences have turned into major stressors. I'm ready to move on. That's all it is. It's not a case of like, oh, I'm ready to finish and just eat chocolate and fucking go crazy. It's I'm just ready to move on from this state of being. There comes a point in every diet, and this applies to anyone who's in an extended period of dieting, right? There comes a point where the benefits or the cost to those benefits, the cost massively outweighs the gain. You know, you are investing time, energy, resources, you're sacrificing emotion, you're sacrificing your physical health to a certain degree, where you are, hormonal health, everything, and it has to be worth it. And I have crossed that line some time ago, and I have been dancing on the other side of that line, and it's dangerous. The ice is thin. I'm done. I really am. And the only thing keeping me going are those 3 reasons that I stated before, plus my insanely stubborn nature and the fact that I said I was going to do this, okay? I'm ready to be done. What do I mean by that? I mean, I'm ready to move forwards. I'm ready to progress. I want to be able to lift in the gym again. I want to enjoy the gym again, because training has had a whole different narrative for the last couple of months. It's been about protecting as much muscle as possible. I want to be back in a mindset of I want to grow as much muscle as possible. I want to enjoy my life more. I want to enjoy social events more. I want to give back to the people who have given so much to me in this last 5-6 months. And I just want to grow. Quite simply, in every single way, shape and form. I want to grow physically. I want to get bigger and feel good again. I want to grow emotionally. I want to grow psychologically. I want to grow in terms of business, in terms of life, in terms of my relationship with my girlfriend, my family, my friends, everything. Growth is the goal for the rest of this year. And I feel so ready for that. I feel so ready for that phase, for that transition. I know that I've got the right people in my corner to help me manage it, that we're not going to let things spiral out of control. We're definitely going to smash some cookies, I can tell you that much, and a pizza. We're going to do all these things that we've been wanting to do, but we're going to do it in a way that it doesn't just completely derail us and we end up in a worse situation than we're currently in now, craving those things. Anyway, once again, I said this would be a short wrap up. It's not. Fooled you guys. For anyone who has stuck around this long, I love you guys so much. I appreciate you for putting up and listening to my rambling. I know that for some of you out there, you'll have a lot of these thoughts yourself, so hearing me put them out into the world might be beneficial for you. If it is, message me, you know. I'm always free to chat. message me, comment on the video down below, like that you maybe share the same thoughts and things like that. I love to see it. I love to see the engagement. But in any way, the support is always appreciated. We're going to wrap this up with a good old-fashioned plea for subscribers. The channel is growing. It's been growing. It's great to see. I definitely plan on continuing making these videos because I love to do it. It stresses me out sometimes, but I love to do it. So, you guys know the rules, the law. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you have anything to say, good or bad, tell me my mustache is creepy in the comments. If you're not subscribed already, please do, and tell your family members to subscribe as well while you're at it. If you've got 5 family members, that's 5 new subscribers. That's gonna do it. I might do another video before the MBW. You guys will just have to wait and see, wait in suspense. But other than that, I'm gonna love you and leave you. See you in the next one, and peace out.